went live.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's been a long time. Sorry. In fact, it has been a long time since that song, right?
Yeah.
It's a long time.
That you my friends, and then all about it. Then I say
Oh.
again.
Vince, I misread that. It was just 2 games that the NBA decided to
I'll just get water.
drop to. Yes,
Yep.
Tito. 2 GS games.
Oh, okay. I was like, pull the plug for good because they're so shitty.
It's a tragic. It's something that's really tragic from being a top team to being the bottom. The total 360 and just
Well, they
you
did.
know,
They did start from the bottom as well too. So
well yeah.
from bottom to almost the dynasty, down back to the
Mhm.
bottom.
I bet a lot of teams would root for Klay Thompson to move out, to move.
Yeah, I think he deserves to be on a different team.
Mhm.
I think his time is to. It's more of a. He has to prove,
Mhm.
that he's just not Steph Curry's shadow.
I haven't heard any updates regarding Steph's recovery. Let's see.
It's supposed to be he's done for the rest of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering as to why there are any updates that I'm able to maybe see online. Unlike KD, I'm seeing updates regarding his health from time to time. Anyway,
Yeah. KD. He's gonna be. I actually can't wait till he's back. I kind of miss watching him. Makes the game exciting.
he, his team
Well,
needs him most right
Kyrie's
now.
being a drama queen.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Tweeting.
Gosh, man. Like I don't know if you follow football or anything like that. There's an NFL player named Antonio Brown who was the biggest princess in the NFL. Everybody's comparing Kyrie to be the next Antonio Brown because he thinks he deserves so much. I hate players like that. When they think they deserve so much and they have to publicly announce it, it's so annoying.
Actually, Kresic was kind of not really complaining, but more like Kresic Lodge was kind of complaining yesterday that he didn't catch up to yesterday's episode because he didn't promote it much, and I forgot to also promote today's episode. So, gosh darn it. Anyway, so oh, why did I shoot that? What? Anyway. Why did I share to him? Anyway, it's okay. Hello. I shouldn't be. Hey Jinbei, good evening. Good evening US time. Good morning Philippine time. I so just woke up like 15 minutes ago. Anyway,
Are you well rested now, Tito Joe?
I'm kinda. It's kind of a
Yeah, you can.
it's kind of a huge
Get back there?
It's kind of a huge crunch lately because yeah. It's been a tedious month for me. So a lot of things need to be implemented on the website I'm working on. So anyway, yes, we have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. You take it away. No, 1, 0.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy. Uh, yes.
Who's that
Happy
guy?
Thursday, everyone. The 12th of December. Call of Duty. Balik daw sa dati. Sobrang ganda na raw at hassle-free. At ano ang pakiramdam nyo sa idea ng isang Nintendo Switch Pro? Ba, ayos yun ah. Ayos nga kaya? Kakagat ba kayo? Diba? Today's episode is brought to you by, syempre po, Rock Gears, Electronics Extreme Philippines, and Game Express. Kami ang parausan bago magtanghalian para sa mga kalmado at apurado. Para lamang, syempre, sa abusado, kinig na po sa Chong Porado.
Hey, fellow pirates, come and listen what I say. The captain is a tyrant and I no longer obey. I'm sick of taking orders from the madman in command. So let's drop him on an island and leave him in the sand. Cause it's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. And now we're taking over the ship.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Today is December
Good
12,
morning.
2019, and this is Champorado episode 29. I'm here, Tito Jopes of Tito Jopes. Hello, Tito Babs. Good morning.
Hello, Tito Jobs. Good
morning.
morning. And good morning, bro and Teng. I am Tito Pabs or Tito Pablo po ng Relax Media. Good morning. Happy Thursday. And take it away, bro and Teng.
Thank you, Tito Pubs. What's up, Tito Jopes? Long time no see, everybody. Glad to be back. Come check me out, the real Entang. And I keep thinking it's Thursday for me too, but it's actually Wednesday night over here.
Wow.
So happy Wednesday evening, and happy Thursday morning to everybody.
And again, thank you very much for joining us this morning for our episode of Champorado. Today is the 29th. Tomorrow, we will be covering the Game Awards live at 9:30 a.m. So please tune in to that. Spell tune in, CHOON.
Tune in.
Tune in for that because we are going to cover the Game Awards. It's gonna be fun, guys, because there's gonna be like 10 new game announcements. There will be the Tsushima trailer aside from the 10 new game announcements. And a lot of people are speculating that there might be like a huge Nintendo, a huge Xbox announcement in that. So also probably something from Call of Duty as well. But those are just speculations. So okay. So before we start our podcast, medyo hindi smooth to. I just want to thank our sponsors here, Rack Gears. Rack Gears is the only gaming gear company in the Philippines with dedicated gaming user interface, research, and development. You can get your gaming gears online by visiting their website at rack.ph. That's rakk.ph, or checking their Facebook page at facebook.com/rack.ph. Yung dot kasi. Rack Gears,
Yep.
kalidad, kisig, kasarinlan. Electronics Extreme Philippines, from the company that will bring you the new Gunbound Philippines. Electronics Extreme intend to develop the gaming industry continually with new concepts and technology. They are here for borderless fun and experiences. Check out their website at extreme.co.th. And finally, Game Express. Game Express is the first and only game store in the Philippines that offer pre-orders with no deposit fee. No more waiting in line. The games you love will come straight to you. Free cash on delivery nationwide. You can find them at Facebook by searching Game Express. Yes! Wow! Ang swabe ng mga ano natin ngayon yung sa intro. Anyway, so our topic for today, guys, is about Call of Duty getting back to form. It's been a long time. It's been October 29, right? October 29
Yes.
was the
Yeah.
release date of... Oh, was it October 29 or was it... No, oh, yeah. It is October 29. It's been a very, very long time since we had Call of Duty released. And our resident Call of Duty expert here, Real Ending, is going to guide us through how it came back to form, Call of Duty. So, backgrounder, ending. For the past 5 years, would you say that was there like a standout Call of Duty game that you think you could say really high quality, really deserving like the high sales. Can you think of any of the Call of Duty games for the past 5 years?
In the past 5 years, I'll give Black Ops 4 credit
Mm.
for
Actually, for me, it's
uh,
more Black Ops 3 because it has its storyline, the zombie mode. It's kind of complete on that.
that. Yes, yeah, that too. Like, well, obviously, Black Ops 4 introduced the battle royale uh, mode, aside from zombie mode and such, and uh, it was a good launch. But as time kind of progressed, in with in competition to other battle royale
Uh huh.
games, people started going back to like PUBG, Fortnite, and then Apex came out as well
Yeah.
too. So that was another another platform competition.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but take the battle royale game. Yeah, I would definitely put Black Ops 3 on top of Black Ops 4. Um, which, yeah, in comparison, was it Infinity
Infinite Warfare
Warfare?
is like the
Infinite
worst.
Warfare.
Right?
That was,
I
yeah. They
hated the
they really
campaign
tried
of
to.
that.
Yeah, the campaign wasn't that great. The gameplay of it, like they tried to think outside the
Mm.
box. Like I get what they were trying to do, but it just wasn't. It's like what's that? What's the other multiplayer? Titanfall.
Titanfall 2. Yeah.
That's yeah. So
That
you
one
try
is really
to
good. Titanfall, at least
yeah.
the
Titanfall
campaign.
was
I don't really, I don't really play much of the multiplayer because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get creamed on that game.
yeah. Titanfall was what I thought was really well done. Was what Infinite Warfare was supposed to be,
Yeah.
right? So um but other than that, if I have to go back all the way to the past, the original Modern Warfare and even World at War were my originals.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the reason why they bundled up the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered onto that Infinite Warfare game is because it was just kind of a lame iteration, right? I mean, the
It was
flight parts are really lame. The set pieces are more like you watching the ship go down from the sky. It's and it's that game actually showed a lot of the what that engine really kind of aged already. It doesn't
yeah,
look really good as
like
compared to Battlefield 1 during that year. Um
right.
yeah, it was that's why a lot of people are hating on it. And then you got this year's Modern Warfare with like really almost like photorealistic the night cam sequences, right?
That was huge. Yeah, and you can definitely see the big difference. Like I honestly, I thought like Black Ops 4 was really good because in a way where they took it to the next level from what their
Mm,
previous Black Call of Duty platforms. And then it made me ask myself, oh, how are they going to make another one? Like, what are they going to do to make it better? And then the beta released,
yeah.
and you see like the gameplay videos that are being sent out, like show like Doctor Disrespect and Shroud and all these big name gamers at this
Yeah.
event, and you're like,
Everyone
wow,
was
this is
excited.
actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tito Pabs,
like
have you played any of the Call of Duty games? Oh yeah, you're
Unfortunate,
not you're the
unfortunately,
relax you're that relaxed type. I remember. Uh, but I mean I'm also the relaxed type kind of guy and the action adventure kind of guy. But more like I could try a couple of franchises for FPS like Portal. I could do Portal. I could do. Actually, you should try Portal, Tito Pubs. It's kind of a
Portal's
relaxing.
fun.
Uh,
Portal 1 and Portal 2.
yeah, both of them.
Google.
Yeah,
It's actually I remember it got sold for like 50 pesos last sale, 50 or 60
Steam
pesos.
dito, Steam.
Yeah, on Steam,
yeah, it should be super
like
cheap right
just
now.
$1. It's awesome. It's a puzzle game, but it doesn't really overwhelm you with the first person mechanics. It doesn't need you to be twitchy, but Call of Duty definitely needs your twitch abilities with regards to pointing the gun at or aiming the gun at the
And
enemy.
you play with portals. That's just like what game have you ever played that you
Ah,
have to play with
God,
portals?
yeah. I actually
Right?
wanted to stream that because I haven't streamed Portal yet, but I did play the second one on PS3.
Portal 2?
Portal 2, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't.
Well, if you ever get it, if you ever at Portal 2, we should play co-op. I've never played co-op on
Oh,
Portal.
do you wanna? Do you wanna? Because I have
Yeah.
it on
Yeah,
PC.
yeah, I have it on PC. So, if you want, we can collab.
And by the way, before we move on, hello Jack Nicolas, wow, and also Lee Ramirez is also here.
Jack
Jack Nicolas is
Nicholas. Jack
saying
be
hi
nimble.
Chong Porado. How's Chan Porado? Yeah, Darren is actually having his enjoy because Black Desert Online is kind of a special game for him, so he's kind of streaming it right now. So if you want to check out Black Desert Online, I don't know why Black Desert Online just got greenlit now. The Philippine server.
The
That was
mobile
a
It was
mobile
version.
version.
it's just a mobile version, yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I have
I've been wanting to play the PC version, but I never got to it.
I have an account dun sa the PC version. I have an account and I've played countless hours prior to streaming. No, it's a good game. It's a great
Yeah,
game,
and
Tito.
and the graphics actually I didn't think it was I didn't think it was mobile at all. It didn't look like mobile at all.
It didn't, yeah, it doesn't look like
It really
mobile.
looks
But
good. Jack Nicholas says Modern Warfare franchise was started back in 2007. We can call it a sub franchise because Call of Duty has multiple franchises. You have the Warfare games, you have
Black
the Black
Ops.
Ops one, and then there should be a third one, right?
Uh, there was World at War because that one's like the World
Yeah.
War version, but that was just that one time. I don't remember them making any other
Because
ones
they
after
always
that.
cycle between Black Ops, the Warfare ones, and then there's another
Yeah.
one. I forgot the other one though. But anyway, we also have. He says, it's the first ever game in history to release their bundle edition, starting with night vision goggles during Modern Warfare. Okay,
I remember
yeah,
that. I totally remember
those
that.
those
Yeah.
goggles. Alberto Matanglawan says, "Boss Tito, inaantay ko yung laro mo ng Bochingay." Yeah, I still have it here. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So antay mo lang Alberto, sorry. So yeah, with Modern Warfare, I actually watched this documentary from I guess from Gamers, GVMERS, or was it? No, not Gamers. It's from Ray Civic. I don't know if you guys know Ray Civic. Ray Civic does a lot of like 1 hour or half-hour game documentaries, and every installment is really good. But they said that Call of Duty was supposed to be initially was supposed to be the Medal of Honor killer. So that's MOH killer. If you
Mm. Medal of Honor was good
yeah,
too. I remember playing the PlayStation Medal of Honor
yeah.
games.
The PlayStation 2 games were really good. Yeah. And was there a PC port of that? Because I never heard of Medal of Honor going out of console.
I don't think so. I remember only playing it on PlayStation.
Yeah. S-
Yeah, I only remember playing PlayStation.
The first one, right? So the thing about Medal of Honor is it's a war simulator, and everyone was kind of tired of the World War Two, World War One kind of scenario.
Yeah.
And the some guys from the Medal of Honor staff. I remember. I can't remember the name. I was trying to remember the name, but they moved to act. They created their own company, being Infinity Ward, and they kept on pitching to Activision to build this modern warfare kind of shooter, and Call of Duty one came, and then two, and then three, and then suddenly it got greenlit to become Modern Warfare 4, which is actually the gateway game for everyone who are fans of Call of Duty. Because the past Call of Duty games weren't at all, as as good or as marketable as compared to like the Medal of Honor times, the Medal of Honor games during that time. So ito English, okay. Uh because we have
It's
Vincent,
been a
yeah.
while.
It's been a while, yeah. Because I'm also thinking of Tito Pabs to chime in as well because I'm pretty sure Tito Pabs, you've heard of Call of Duty. You're not living under a
Yes,
rock, right?
Tito.
And a lot of people and a
Yes.
lot of people are telling Call of Duty used to be good, with Modern Warfare 2, the no Russian thing. Um
Mm-hmm.
That was
uh,
crazy. I didn't really think about it until they brought it up again. I
yeah,
was
I
like,
know.
damn.
I know. I was playing
I,
it on Xbox 360 when I was in my first years of my work, and I just can't believe that I needed to do that. I needed to aim the gun, and those character models are also screaming in my face. If you don't know Tito Pabs, No Russian is this mission in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the campaign, where where you, yeah,
undercover.
you're undercover and you're an undercover agent, and you're part of this Russian terrorist
Mm-hmm.
kind of group, and you dislodge in an airport, right? Uh
Yes, Tito.
Basically the immigration area, and there's like plenty
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of people, and the only command to you was no Russian, and everyone was gunning at everyone.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get involved with killing with innocent
A
bystanders.
massacre. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So that there was that mission.
Rage media.
I know.
Rage media.
That was super controversial that time because it was promoting I mean, politicians were saying that it was promoting terrorism, and
Yep.
and I
Mm-hmm.
guess that was the legacy of the Modern Warfare games. It just brought up this shooter genre into a more contemporary um kind of setting, wherein people
Mm-hmm.
could butt in and say this is politically incorrect, kind of
Uh-huh.
kind of retard. But it has always felt like that. Call of Duty has always felt like it's politically incorrect until they just came up with Black Ops games.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
hmm
Although the first Black Ops was set during the Kennedy era, right?
I oh yeah, because I believe when uh, is that when they introduced zombie mode because you can play as one of the
Yeah,
presidents in the zombie mode.
yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, but I remember it started on the Kennedy era, and then the second one just zoomed into the future, and then Black Ops 3 was like kind of like building up on top of Black Ops 2. That's why everyone was
Yeah.
disappointed. No, there's no campaign on Black Ops 4. So everyone's following that story. But yeah, the Modern Warfare line of games, it ended at Modern Warfare 3. Well, kind of continue with Advanced Warfare, and then you have Infinite Warfare. Um,
Yeah.
but a lot of critics right now are saying that it has gone back to form, this
Mm-hmm.
iteration, because they focused a lot on the story. And actually, I can't believe that there are parts of the game that are more cinematic rather than they're like the Call of Duty Half Life kind of cinematic, where you take first person onto everything, right? Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
they have like these cinematic scenes where you can see your own character. You can play as like four, right? Four characters in the game, right?
That's correct.
Um, and you can actually see them interacting like a normal cinematic kind of cutscene. And upon playing the campaign ending, did it feel fresh for you? Graphics wise, what was the first few minutes of playing the game? How did it feel for you?
Uh, yeah, like a breath of fresh air. To be honest with you, like it's nice. It's nice to play like a really. I guess it was pretty clean aside from the really or aside from the delayed launch.
Yeah,
Aside from the delayed launch, it was once we got started. Yeah, it was a yeah, like I said, breath of fresh air. So basically, you would that feeling of where you have to figure out, you know, oh, which guns are good, which are the ones that are gonna work with
Yeah.
me, and so on, right? And you got to figure out, what's your niche.
Yeah.
There are
How
times that uh, those things stresses the hell out of me.
Yeah.
oh
Like
it,
of
it
picking out
does.
which one is the best for your build.
And they really went, like, they elaborated on like every weapon, like the either the weapon leveling up system,
Mm-hmm.
the
Sound design.
the unlock, the design of the, the skins.
Mm-hmm.
You get the reticles. You can put stickers on it. You can put like just and then on top of that, like there's just so many different attachments, especially like scopes. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think almost every gun I've played with so
Mm-hmm.
far, there's at least 15 different scopes that you can choose from. So and the list goes on, and and then they added the legendary weapons as well too,
Yeah.
right? So everybody wants those gold weapons,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a really big deal
Yeah.
for me anyways, but still, like I found my niche, and I just
Have
stick
you
with it.
found it
So
easier to like gather all those like little trinkets as compared to like past Call of Duty games? Or
um
it's almost
the
the
leveling
same.
the it's almost the same. The leveling up is fairly easy. As for, say, like, there's the challenging ones are, say, like unlocking different, like your scope
Mm-hmm.
reticles, different shapes and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually specific things like choose this choose this one scope and get 100 kills with it, and so it takes a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
time. But other than that, the leveling up system is fairly smooth and really well timed. And also, the I guess the added thing to it too is you have tokens. Like, you can get XP tokens.
Okay. And what are those
uh,
used for?
so basically, you can when you activate a token, you get like one daily, and you get double XP for a whole hour,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Uh-huh.
you they had a promotional thing like a couple weeks ago where you had double XP for the whole week, and you could play one or two games and you could level up 4 ranks easily, right? If you do it
What
right.
does
Mm-hmm.
bro, I think what does uh what are the how do you call this? What are the benefits of having a higher level character or account? Are
Well,
you not able to equip a specific type of maybe weapon if in any case
Or,
you're not
or
yet
is it
level,
just
let's say,
purely
10?
about matchmaking?
Mm-hmm.
uh, no, it's, yeah, the higher the rank, obviously you get, the more perks you unlock.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh.
Before, what they did before was, like, say for perks specifically, it used to be perks for your character. Now they have perks per weapon.
Mm.
So like, you can't have one. It's the same perks basically for every weapon, but if, say, for your AR, your automatic rifle, you unlock all the perks, and there's certain perks that you want to use for a different weapon that you haven't unlocked
Mm.
yet. You can't use it.
Mm.
So they kind of, like, that's how they kind of balanced it out, which is nice.
Yeah.
I kind of like, so
I mean,
you can't be
I
cheap
mean,
and be
if
like,
it's more per weapon, they could be a lot more generous with the perks, right? As compared to per character.
oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And what else they got for aside from the perks? Aside from the perks, you also got your kind of your mini ability. You can go. There's abilities like you can put a wall, or you can drop ammunition, or you can go silent for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
No one can hear your footsteps, and so you can sneak up behind. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
just all those little
Oh,
added extra perks, which is
Yeah.
nice.
And
okay.
And they
it's not like a pay to win kind of a mechanic, right? I mean, you can get it for free, right? And you can easily
yeah,
grind that.
yeah, yeah. As long as you grind it, you unlock everything. Like, there's
So is that the only way that you can get those perks? I mean, can you pay for a higher XP uh thing, like pay for times 2 XP for 7 days, something like that?
no, there
Oh,
isn't
okay.
actually.
Oh,
No,
that's nice. That would make the
yeah,
game great then.
they keep it, like I said, like, they keep it really balanced. And now, like, like, and I'm watching, actually, like, obviously the complaints from the past multiplayer games, I think for any multiplayer game, are campers,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh, the design, yeah,
so
the level design. They also mentioned about it. It's of it not being like a 3 lane kind of thing only, and they also mentioned that it's gonna be like a multi-layer and multi-level
exactly,
kind of thing. Can you explain to
it,
us
it
how that
is.
works out?
Um, the what makes it really successful too is the respawning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because before you would normally you die and there'd be somebody like spawn
Mm-hmm.
camping waiting for you to revive and you get killed right
Yeah.
away. And I don't run into it very often when I play, which is awesome. There'll be always that one time, and it's usually in the case because say like your team is, say like there's six of you, and five of your teammates are on one side of the map, and all of a sudden you're still
Mm-hmm.
behind, and so
Yeah.
obviously someone's gonna kind of spawn behind,
Yeah.
right? But the balance there, they keep it pretty good. Um, and then with the map mechanics, yeah, it's not just 3 lanes; it's also multi-level. There's a lot of hiding spots.
Yeah.
Surprise for maps to have a lot of hiding spots, you still can't camp for more than like 30 seconds.
Nice.
You'll get exposed easily. Like especially with if you have a sniper, you can see now their scope reflection if they when they
Ooh,
hit
Whoa.
you,
nice.
Whoa.
right? So they'll expose your position, and yeah, it doesn't matter what scope that you have. Yeah, it'll show where you're at. Now, the only thing that you can really stop yourself from being exposed is putting maybe like a silencer or something
Mm.
on your rifle.
Sosyal.
Parang sa
Yeah,
balik-balikan, Tito Pubs.
Oo nga dito, parang naisip ko,
Cause
that's
I
why
haven't I
it,
haven't
it,
bought the game yet, and I've been always on the fence since I guess Infinity Warfare, because that was the last Call of Duty game that I bought, which was actually not
yeah,
that far away, right? It was after Infinity
no, that
Warfare,
was
was it Black Ops 4,
it was Black Ops 4.
World War
Yeah,
2, right? Ever since Infinite Warfare, sorry. Infinite Warfare, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game because it was just, well, the fact that they had to attach Modern Warfare Remastered onto Infinite Warfare was kind of egregious already, and upon hearing Black Ops 4 not getting this campaign, I just didn't want to engage anymore with Call of Duty. So,
it,
and
it was a deal breaker, di ba?
yeah, and upon watching some of the cinematics on Call of Duty, I mean, I can spoil myself with the story with Call of Duty because they aren't really that deep, to be honest.
no,
Yeah,
no,
it's like a 4 hour journey, and then you just forget about it because it's like one of those episodes in a TV show, kind of thing. Jay Halog is here, by the way. Hello, Jay Halog.
Hello, bro. Chief
hello,
Jerry.
Jay.
Hello, Jay Halog. Ay, ay. So what I would want to ask is with the graphics engine, the graphics engine is definitely like a new one, and it's weird because with Black Ops 4, it was kind of jittery on the base consoles being PlayStation and Xbox, and in this with this game, I've seen the Digital Foundry video about it, and it seems to scale well because even on the smaller consoles, even on Xbox One, it's actually running quite well as compared to Black Ops
Yeah,
4.
I saw that on some like some other console streamers, and um for how high and I guess I wouldn't say high intensive, or just how really smooth, uh and I guess the game engine that they used, I thought it would make console players kind of lose their minds, but
Yeah,
yeah, no,
it's really
yeah, it's
efficient.
it's
It's
absolutely,
optimized.
yeah, very efficient.
And this is the first time that Call of Duty is employing photogrammetry, which is actually Battlefield 1, I guess, has already been employing ever since. Oh, no, no, not Battlefield 1. I think it was Battlefield 4, the first employed photogrammetry. The idea of photogrammetry is basically you're actually taking pictures of a certain surface. For example, if your surface is like this stable and you have like multiple angles, you have to capture all angles depending on how it reacts to light. So they
Mm-hmm.
actually
Okay.
use actual photographs of objects and then put it as skins to the models in the game. So that's how they efficiently render everything. And I remember that's also like the secret sauce for the engine for Resident Evil. Well, also the engine for also for Battlefield games. And yeah, it does show that it does look realistic. It's almost photorealistic. When I watched that scene with when they were trying to um trying to infiltrate this apartment complex, I guess. I don't know if you know this, Enteng. They were trying to infiltrate this apartment complex, and there was just this night cam mode thing in that mission,
Okay.
and everything the shadow, the way the animations look, the way it blurs out in the night cam vision, it almost looked like a footage in CNN, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Like even the multiplayer, they have the night vision mode as well
Yeah,
too. And
there are maps that where you traverse like a cave, right, or like a mine. Was it a cave
yeah,
or a mine? Yeah.
it's a mine. Like even one of their other maps as well too. It they really balanced out the lighting because if I guess if it's like a say if it was you see an opponent mid kill,
Mm-hmm.
uh you can sort of see them, like, but you can see movement, but you can't really see them. So you just kind of guess and shoot, and hopefully you hit the guy. So as far obviously if they're really up close, it's really really bright. Yeah, the night vision. I think the night vision mode was really well done.
Yeah. And I think part of the like uh the desert maps on the campaign, the I mean a lot of those things are very very I mean the lighting is really good. I mean I remember when they launched what was it? Infinite Warfare? Was it Infinite Warfare or was it what was before Infinite Warfare? Black Ops
I think it
3.
was Backlash 3, I think.
Yeah, and before that, I think it was Infinite Warfare. That that's when the Battlefield guys were trying to like comment about the lighting of the game, and they didn't like it. And I guess in this game, it's really like night and day compared to like the previous games. This one,
Right.
the way you do also depth perception. Um, I mean depth of field. Sorry, depth of field. It's quite the upgrade that we really want to see like in the next generation considering um
Mhm.
so a lot of people are commenting about the story of because a lot of people like me I'm just in for the story even if it's just 4 hours and also zombie mode. I love zombie mode. The co-op parts they say the Call of Duty marketing team has overhyped the story because it didn't really pack a punch. Although it was controversial of its use of white phosphorus because white phosphorus is kind of like this what's a controversial weapon that shouldn't be used at all. And
Mhm. It's actually one of those. It's actually a kill streak move that you can use as well
it
too.
is, it is. But can you use it in multiplayer?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
If
How
you
do you
get
get that? By
so
ranking
like
up?
if you get a kill, yeah, if you get like I think it's 8 kill streak. So like if you get 8 kills in a row without dying, you can release. Yeah, you release the white phosphorus. So basically, it spreads out throughout the map. The opposing team's basically coughing and everything's foggy, so you can't really see
Yeah,
anything. It's a, personally, I think it's a bit of a disadvantage for both teams because you can't really see anything,
yeah,
but it's the opposing team that is the one that's coughing.
yeah.
You just hear your guy coughing throughout the whole time.
Does it also affect friendly fire to your teammates?
In hardcore mode, absolutely,
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, one of the modes that I enjoy a lot is the realism mode.
Mhm.
It's kind of
One shot,
like
one kill.
no, no, not at all. Actually, that's more hardcore. Hardcore is one shot, one kill. As for realism, it still feels like a regular mode, but you don't see your opponent's name tag or anything like that,
Oh shoot!
and
And
so
you, yeah,
you kind of
you
have
would
you kind of
know.
have to. yeah, you wouldn't know, so you kind of have to look first before shooting,
Damn.
and it actually takes like 3 or 4 shots for actually kill your opponent rather
Shall I
than one shot.
shoot? Shall I
Oh,
shoot?
sorry, you look like a
Yeah.
terrorist. Oh my
So,
god.
but I think I think for the first time them releasing realism mode, that's kind of the balance that people that don't like hardcore mode
Mm.
but want to play something like hardcore realism mode is what it is. So, but as for like the white phosphorus thing, it sucks when
Yeah, I mean
when
it's
they
it's 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 a weapon that's not really promoted by anyone. Well, warfare is not promoted by anyone at all. But
Mhm.
it's one of those weapons. By the way, if you don't know, guys, white phosphorus is just something that's it's not a missile. It's not an explosive thing. It's just something that you pour over a certain a huge area. And basically the effect is it burns everything it touches. So you think of it as if a cloud of white stuff that just burns everything it gets into. So it's controversial because it was used in the war between Israel and what do you call this and Palestine. That was used by Israel against Palestine. That was against the Geneva Convention, I guess. Um,
So,
because
mhm.
it doesn't kill immediately. Well, it does kill people, but through pain.
Slowly.
Yes,
Mm.
it isn't something that just explodes you and you don't feel a thing after the explosion. It's not
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yes. It would be excruciating.
Yes, because it
yeah, it'd be really painful.
and that is something that's the most controversial thing about the story. But the story itself, it's just one of those Call of Duty games that they say that you have like the twist in the middle, who's the mole kind of thing. Um,
That's pretty much how it is for all of
yeah,
them.
I know.
Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
even with
It's-
Infinite Warfare, it's the
yeah.
same. I remember with Black Ops as well. That was also kind of a thing with Call of Duty games. But I mean, yeah, I guess I guess the story didn't really change much. I guess they just presented it differently. Um,
Yeah.
and everyone's comparing it to with if you didn't play this game, Spec Ops: The Line. Everyone,
Oh, I know a game that is. I've never played it though.
yes, you have to play it, bro. And also, Tito Pabs,
Yeah.
it's not really as a relaxing game per se, but it isn't multiplayer. So I think
Uh,
you, if you can play Uncharted, you can get on with it. It's a third
mhm.
person cover shooter game. But yeah, a lot of people are still putting Spec Ops: The Line on high regard because of the story and its twists and twists in the plots. Um, it's just I played the Spec Ops: The Line on the PS3 and I also played it on PC. In fact, it works on the Mac, by the way. Uh, Imagine that. But and really the story is I can branch out at the end part. But the story is really something that leaves you really especially there's a scene there that really leaves you dumbfounded, flabbergasted, like why did I do this kind of thing. And I mentioned already White Phosphorus, so yeah.
Though the white phosphorus, like the effect or watching it launch is pretty cool though.
So,
Like so if you die on the time when the white phosphorus is actually being launched, it's cool how the effect looks like when spread out throughout the map.
I
Mhm.
want to see that. Actually, I'm gonna check it out on YouTube. According to Classic Large Posporo, actually Posporo, the matchsticks, it does contain phosphorus. The
Yep.
the red one, I don't think it's white phosphorus per se. I think it's something other than white phosphorus. But the red thing that you see or the black thing that you see on the tip of the
Mhm.
matches, it's just a putty that just holds the phosphorus in it. So anyway,
Mhm.
just
Interesting.
a trivia.
Fun facts.
Yeah. That's why it's called posporo in the Philippines or even in in
Yep.
in
Ah,
in Spanish. Match six are called posporo. Yeah. So I guess we can move forward with to our next topic, or do you want to talk about more of Call of Duty? I think we covered it already, like a lot of it. Oh,
Yeah.
we haven't covered mobile yet. How is mobile, Enteng?
Uh, I played mobile for a couple for the 2 weeks before. Actually, I was trying to hold it in and not play mobile when when the launch came, and then
Yeah.
I kind of gave in and you know played it on PC and killed everybody.
Yeah, and I remember Call of Duty Mobile started like banning people who do use that, right? Can you still do that?
Yeah, I still do.
Ah,
So
nice.
Like,
like,
are you
I'll be
using
honest.
an emulator?
Yeah, I'm using the emulator. So
Because
yeah,
it's much easier to aim using the mouse,
it
right?
totally is. Yeah, no, it totally is, and it's
Uh, I've seen my
the
cousin smoke a lot of, I mean, a bunch of players because he is using an emulator.
Mm,
yeah. But
sneaky,
as for a
sneaky.
mobile game, I was actually really shocked how really well done it was.
Yep,
Mm.
I've seen
With
it.
they got a bunch of the old maps. To get the battle royale mode. The battle royale was actually it was really smooth. I thought it was gonna be
Wow.
like choppy and uh I got an LG G6 from my phone
Oh wow, you're
and
also an LG guy.
and yes, and it runs. I tried running it on my phone, and I was really shocked how smooth the graphics run
Mm.
on a mobile phone. So it's kind of the new beginning of high graphics on a mobile, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you already have
But
things like Fortnite and PUBG. Well,
yep,
PUBG runs like ass. Anyway, so
yeah,
and also we have the first season pack for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right?
yeah,
How was it?
yes. Season one's really good. They brought back the old uh, Crash map from
Oh,
I want to say Modern War. I think it's the first Modern
yeah.
Warfare. I can't remember if it's, but yeah, they
I
brought
kind
the
of heard
old
about
Crash
that.
map.
Yeah.
So playing it for the first time just brought me back nostalgia. Like brought a whole bunch of nostalgia back. Like just uh, how much I hate and love that map. Just like, oh yeah, I remember this spot. This is a good spot to camp out and kill people. But now everybody knows where it is.
And
Uh,
it's for free, right?
yeah, it was for free. So
Yes, Tito.
they released a whole ton of stuff. Actually,
And
I'll pull it up
you
real
don't need
quick.
the season pass to. There's no season pass
No,
this time around, right?
you can purchase if you want to like skip a whole bunch of level ups. So like there's some like legendary weapons you can unlock. I don't know the cost of it because when I played Call of Duty from launch till season one, I gathered up like a bunch of
Uh
points
huh.
to pay for those levels. So like I ended up like unlocking the first 10 levels with 1,000 points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So um but aside from the leveling up, yeah, they got a couple of new weapons, a new two versus two map, a new ground war map, which I haven't tried yet because every time I try to play it, I always get the original, the first ones. So I've never get. You can't pick and choose which map you get to play, which kind of stinks. But
Classic Lodge says nuke down, nuke down. Yeah,
yeah,
classic Black
if
Ops map, right?
yeah, and they have Nuketown on Call of Duty Mobile, which is awesome. Like, yeah,
Whoa.
so that's
This is the
that's
one
one
with the
reason why I
tunnels,
live.
right? With the not tunnels, sewer tunnels, right? This is the one.
No, it's the nuclear bomb testing site with
Uh,
the two houses from across from each other. It's like a cul-de-sac, like
oh, okay.
yeah. There's
I
it's like a
mean,
residential area with two houses across from each other with a truck in the
I
middle.
remember a CS classic kind of Counter Strike classic map like that. But anyway, um, so yeah, I guess that's all for Call of Duty, and hopefully next year they come up with something really good. Will it be Black Ops 5 next year, or will it be something else like World War 3 or I don't know.
I can see it being a Black Ops. If they're gonna keep continuing on with the franchise, if they make it like Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare, I see no reason why they would do Black
Mhm.
Ops.
And hopefully they pack in the next story on Black Ops, right?
Yeah. I guess what we haven't really covered too is the crossplay with
Ah, yeah,
consoles,
yeah, yeah.
right? Like
It was cross play on day one.
yeah, and I think this is the game changer for Call of Duty. Is the fact that you get to play in the end when you're playing, regardless, this PC master race versus console group. In the end, you get to play with console players. Obviously, we all have friends that live and die by consoles, and we'll never. It's hard for them to move on to playing PC, but this is your opportunity to actually play with console players, and they balanced it really well. Like because with console players, you get that auto aim
Yeah.
assist just a little bit. So that way.
I mean, it's
in all
even
fairness.
even with the auto aim. I don't think console people are that have any advantage over PC people at all. Well, you can use the mouse and keyboard on Xbox.
PS4. I think PS4 has it too, if I'm not mistaken,
They
because
they
I've
do have
seen some.
peripherals that only mimic
Okay.
the left side of the keyboard, and then you have your mouse. You can
Yeah.
also have a mouse.
Like there's some really good console players that own me, and but that's what I like though is the balance between console and PC.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like when Fortnite did it, with PC and PS4. You can tell who's a PC player and who's the console
Yeah,
player,
definitely.
because console players have no chance.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't.
I wonder how they aim using the
controller.
sticks. Yes, Tito.
Well, there's auto aim. So when you when you press, that's why a lot of people spam the L2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kind of recenters to the next target. So
Yeah, Tito Pops, when you're near, like when your aim's near an enemy, it will slightly move towards that
Center of the
to what you're
model.
aiming. Yeah, to center of your enemy, and then you can shoot. So, if you ever do play any Call of Duty games in the past where they had the tutorials, and basically they teach you, oh, here, like, shoot this person and then hit the left trigger again, and it auto aims to the next person without you really moving around.
like a grandma playing it.
So- The granny trigger.
The granny trigger. I like that. L2 is the granny trigger. Anyway, Classic Lunch is asking, is the season pass similar to the battle passes of free to play games? It's not really the same thing.
No.
Because I remember season passes on free to play games are more like, well, you can say it's the same thing, but because it packs in a lot of stuff with it. But the season pass that normal games have, normally they're DLCs, like
Yeah, that's right.
additional campaigns or additional maps. But with season passes, I remember on free to play games, like I mean battle passes, it's more like on your character or on the weapon. It's not on like content on the game itself. So season passes are more
Yeah.
like content on the game itself. That's why I see it, I guess. I know yung I really want another WWE theme on Call of Duty.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd like
I'd
that.
also love that.
I'd definitely like that. Yeah,
And
for sure.
Classic also asks, what are you holding? I'm holding Fire Emblem Echo. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. I really like this game. Sorry, Fire Emblem Echoes. I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem. Anyway, so I guess that's it for our Call of Duty coverage. Finally, we were able to discuss this thing now.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, and like and for our next topic. Yeah, I kind of missed that one as well.
Tapping the bell.
Yeah. It's kind of like I think I don't know if we have sore throat. I think it has that now.
It lacks reverb. No, not reverb. The sustain.
Yeah,
Dito.
there's a charming sustain about this, but it doesn't have right now. Maybe it's already rusty. I don't know. But anyway,
Perhaps.
So, for our next topic, would you consider a Nintendo Switch Pro the next generation? A lot of rumors have been coming up about the Nintendo Switch dropping the screen and just being a certain box beside your TV. The reason for this,
Ah,
there are rumors that they are starting to like engineer something like this, and the reason for that is because of course next year is going to be the opening of the next generation of consoles through
mm,
Xbox Scarlet and PlayStation 5. And everyone wonders, can the Nintendo Switch keep up with the demand of new games coming into those consoles? The thing is, we are talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake being exclusive on the PlayStation 4. A lot of people are asking, will it come to the Switch? And there's always this air of snicker behind it because in your deep in you it won't happen.
Yeah.
Because the Switch is kind
not
of an underpowered machine.
not gonna happen, boy.
Nope. Nope.
I'm starting to imagine how janky that game will be. Anyway, I mean, we already have The Witcher 3 on the Switch, but it doesn't really look almost like I mean, the differences are stark between like the PlayStation 4, even the base PlayStation 4 versus the Nintendo Switch version. I mean, you can see popping like 5 meters ahead of your character, or like even 4 meters ahead of your character. You can see pop in from the open world, and then games like Wolfenstein. Actually, the actual pronunciation of Wolfenstein is Wolfenstein. Void.
I was gonna say the 486 version of Wolfenstein 3D.
Well, in fairness to them,
What is the German ng ano? Is it a
it is
German
it is
name
it is
or
a German
Yeah.
German word.
so if it is W, it should be V.
Yeah, V.
Vol
Wolf-
yeah.
Wolfenstein.
It's actually supposed to be
Yun.
Wolfenstein. So
Not gonna
Ah,
try.
English sa German
I
yan.
really sound like a German now because of the voy. Voy. Like the voy. Wait.
Just want German chocolate
Auschwitz. Auschwitz. Sorry.
and Volkswagen.
Yeah, exactly. Volkswagen. No, it's Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Yeah. Anyway, so a Nintendo Switch Pro. A lot of people are speculating that Nintendo's next move is going to be, a more powerful, beefy Nintendo Switch, which has backwards compatibility to the Nintendo Switch that we have right now.
Mhm.
The only question is, will that make its current fan base feel left off or betrayed because they should have waited for the Nintendo Switch Pro? What do you think, guys?
Mm,
But okay. By the way, um, and then you don't have a Nintendo Switch yet, right?
no, not yet, and I want one. Now.
Now, ask Santa.
You haven't taken
No,
advantage of the sale.
there wasn't really any. Well, I was not that I couldn't take advantage. I just
Mm.
didn't have any money for it. I just, but I know eventually down the road I will grab one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
down the road. How long will that road be?
Probably sooner than later. I'll tell you. For sure.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it'll definitely be sooner because I would like to stream some Switch games for
Yeah.
sure. Get
Well,
get on that train.
today is the December 2019, right? And we have a sale in Lazada. The Switch is now around $240 or 200. Yeah, it's $240. So it's really cheap now. So if the Switch is $240, will you bite into it now, or how about
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch Lite? How about the Nintendo Switch Lite? Did it even cost to you that it could be a viable thing to own?
I think I would go with the original Switch first before I start to touch the light.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just But as for if it was $240, I would maybe sell kidney to buy one.
Yeah. You see this?
Oh, what the Pop Rapper, the Rapper Town. I love it.
Yeah, it's part of this the PlayStation One game that I bought.
Yeah.
The Parappa the Rapper here. Yeah, I know you love Parappa the Rapper. I just
Oh
I
yeah.
just I just realized because I saw here.
I
Oh,
didn't realize they did a remake. I had no idea that
they had a remaster for the PlayStation Four.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I want to play it now.
It is really fun. But anyway, so speaking of the fun that we get from Parappa, but Nintendo Switch Pro, I think they really need to catch up with. I mean, the Nintendo Switch in the first place launched like in the middle of this generation, and it's a weird iteration because it is more powerful than the Wii, probably more powerful than the PS3 or
Yeah.
the Xbox 360,
Yeah.
but with consoles coming up with ray tracing and higher memory with SSD in them, it
Yeah.
feels like Nintendo is starting to antiquate quickly. I mean, the Switch is starting to antiquate as quickly as no one has ever thought of. Because
Right.
next year, I mean, hearing that the GPU power for next year is like around 12 gigaflops, and that's almost like a lot of people are saying that's almost like the Nvidia GTX 2080
The
Ti.
2080. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 12
I think
teraflops.
that'd be huge actually if
And
they can.
considering it's going to be $500, ain't it
That's cheap.
crazy? It is cheap.
Yeah, that's cheap.
But
Because
you
like
also,
a 2080 itself is already like 1,000.
yeah, indeed. Right? So consider, but also you can also consider, for example, during the launch of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in 2013, they had 8 gigabyte of, well, at least the PlayStation 5, it had 8 gigabyte of DDR5 RAM. And DDR5 is still not yet in PCs, right? It's
Yeah.
not yet it's not yet as commercialized yet,
No.
but it's already on the PlayStation 4. And you can imagine how much that entire box will cost with that DDR5 memory. But
Yeah.
they came through with it. They sold 100 million units with it, right? And now you have these new bells and whistles being RTX and 12 teraflops, whatever. The Nintendo Switch Pro starts to sound like more like the actual obvious step that Nintendo should take, right?
Yeah. It's I like to compare Nintendo kind of like when the Windows operating system's released.
Oh,
Like it's just kind of sort of like in a way where you got Windows Vista. It wasn't that great, and then Windows 7 was the cleanup of Windows Vista, and then they released Windows 8
mhm,
wasn't that great either, and then Windows 10 was the cleanup of Windows 8.
yeah.
So I think with the Switch Pro is
It's
kind of
kind of
like that cleanup for the original Switch, even though the Switch is still pretty good,
it is.
but they gotta compete somehow, so they kind of have to up their game. And I
because
think this
everyone
this
is
is what
asking will it run on the Switch, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has been asking that, and that question will always be answered no, the more this generation proceeds. So, it is a logical move for them to just come up with a box,
yeah
but still, I'm still wondering, does it have to be backwards compatible to? I mean, does the new games still have to be backwards compatible to the original Switch, which is what we have right now? It's a weird conundrum where Nintendo is right now, right?
yeah personally, I think they have to take a big leap um to to get where PlayStation, even Xbox, where they're at, right? Like you know I don't know, I look at like in the past, it's like, well, Nintendo doesn't have that great of graphics or performance in comparison to PS4 and Xbox, and we're still talking about that at in like Nintendo's getting there, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
And like it, you can only play so many Mario and Metroid and Zelda games.
Well, not for the Nintendo fans.
Yeah, not for the
that
Nintendo fans, right?
that well is almost bottomless.
Yeah, that's bottomless. But like, if you want to spread more variety,
Yeah.
yeah, I
And
think they
if
have
you
to.
want to bring in new audiences as well, right? I mean, people will be asking, is the new Assassin's Creed game available on the Switch? The most probable answer is no.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of unfortunate because the Switch had a good first 3 years. In fact, they had like their best selling weekend this past weekend. Oh, not the past weekend. The Thanksgiving weekend, they sold 880,000 units, almost 900,000 units in just
Wow,
one weekend. And their launch was more like around 500,000 units only. I
that's
mean,
crazy.
yeah,
I didn't.
eight 880,000. Everyone just bit the Nintendo Switch trap last
Yeah,
last Thanksgiving. And that's why I was asking you. You didn't take advantage of the last sale, so because everyone
I
was
I I
seem
totally
to be
would.
buying.
I totally would if I had if I had the funds for it. But no, unfortunately not. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
it's okay.
bite my tongue, and now I'll get it eventually.
But by the way, in comparison, the PlayStation and the Xbox One, uh, achieved 1 million sales in just 24 hours on launch. On
Damn,
launch. So
like
it
one
is
million
still it is
each.
still not the numbers. It is still not the numbers that the Nintendo Switch can achieve yet. I guess, but I guess with the Switch Pro, probably right because a lot of enthusiasts are going to like Switch. Okay, I have a PC, and then the choice console for PC people are more like Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Than the PlayStation 4 because everything is already on the PlayStation 4. Everything on the PlayStation 4 could be found on the PC, as they say.
Well, yeah, and on top of that too, because like Nintendo has its own exclusive
Yeah,
line as well too, right? And Mario and Zelda, Metroid.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Considering
can.
considering that, do you know that the MLB the show? Do you know MLB the show?
Yeah, that baseball game.
The baseball game.
Yeah.
It used to be a PlayStation exclusive, and now it's available on PC starting on 2021.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, that's
That's big
huge.
because that was always like in comparison to say the NBA 2K series, like it was when I wasn't on PC for a while, and then they
Yeah.
finally eventually got it onto PC. The only thing that was hard about having NBA 2K on PC is you needed a really good rig to actually run the game because it's just so graphics intensive, and only
Indeed.
the
Oh,
PlayStation and the
especially the
Xbox.
crowd simulator. That thing should go.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it's legit.
they should just render like the bottom half of that. I don't know. But anyway, and we still remember that and the NBA games used to be exclusive to it. I remember Sega had the license for that, right? For the live series.
For NBA for 2K it was Sega, and
Oh,
then
Sega. 2K for
then
Sega. Yeah, yeah.
EA was NBA Live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I remember before I was all over NBA Live, and then yeah, I just converted to playing
The
2K.
2K, yeah. Everyone just converted to 2K, but I do remember playing NBA Live before. Um, According to Kresnik, for me, it's not really. Uh, I don't think the fans will be alienated as long as they won't make pro exclusive games, meaning Nintendo Switch Pro exclusive games. And Kresnik is also saying that what if third party next gen games uh what? Sorry. Kasi it's in Tagalog. Paano kaya
Yeah.
yung mga third-party next-gen na games nalalagay nila sa Switch kung kaya pa kaya or need na talaga ng Pro for it? Okay. So basically, Classic is asking if the developers, if third-party developers will be asking more of a Pro because right now it's hard to port their games to the Nintendo Switch, and that could be a thing that there will be exclusives for the Nintendo Switch Pro. It actually happened on the 3DS XL. So there was this thing called the 3DS X, the new 3DS XL.
Mm.
Um, from which you can only find, like, I guess there are two games that you can only play on the 3DS, the new 3DS XL, which is I remember it was Xenoblade Chronicles and also Minecraft. You cannot play it on the previous versions of the 3DS because processing power. That also might be the case because it's not alien to for Nintendo to do that. I have plenty of uh ooh, okay. Let's pause. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I guess a pro is definitely gotta be there. The question is, will there be exclusives on the pro? Right? How will it make you
Yeah.
feel, Tito Pabs, if you have like the Nintendo Switch crowd, and then there's like this normie Switch people, and then you have the pro Switch people? How does it make you feel?
For me, I guess it's okay, Tito, um, kasi kung ako I'm a fan of, ang tawag dito, I'm a fan of companies that like aims to improve what they are currently offering. I mean in my opinion, it is not like
Breaks
um
boundaries in graphics, right?
yes,
And also
Tito.
yeah.
For me, it is not an act of like I mean, tawag dito, taking the original fan base for granted. For me, parang they are just, it is, I mean, it doon din naman pupunta yun eh, di ba?
Mm.
Like there would always be something better than the current one, like pretty much like everyone is doing.
Mhm.
So it's ano ba the term is inevitable ba tawag doon dito?
Yeah,
Yun
it's
eh,
gonna
'di
come.
ba?
Yeah,
It's one way or another, it's
it's gonna
gonna come.
happen. Yeah.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
Yeah,
According
I
to
am
Jan,
inevitable.
according to Jan Bell from the comments, for Switch exclusive is possible, but for Pro only, no, I don't think so. So he's saying that for Nintendo Switch Pro exclusive games, well, Nintendo Switch itself has its own like features, like the Joy-Con being it portable. Most probably, if the Nintendo Switch is going to come up with a Pro version, it's gonna be just a box beside your TV. It's not gonna be portable at all. So you lose
Right.
those features. Like, I don't know.
There's definitely, yeah, like there's pros and cons, and I think it's just gonna fit for, it's situational.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the is perfect for you because you stay in the house all the time. If
Yeah.
And you don't like playing outside.
I mean,
if you don't
for
like playing
for
outside,
me, for me, I don't. I mean, even in the Philippines, you wouldn't even want to like put out your Nintendo Switch because you might it might get swindled, right? Or
Yep.
yeah,
what's the word? Snatched away from you.
Uh-huh.
So I mean,
Might get
I don't
nicked.
know if it's the same case in the U.S. or in Japan. Most probably in Japan, it's not the case. Everyone just plays portable there. But here in the
Mhm.
Philippines, I wouldn't take out the Nintendo Switch at all. I mean, I only use it as a console. I don't even use it as a portable.
same here. It'd be the same thing here, man. I wouldn't bring my Switch outside and like, hey, it's a nice day outside, and I think I'll bring my Switch out to the park and play. I'm not gonna do that.
And then suddenly
I mean,
you'll just weep because you lost it or something. I don't know.
I'd probably
Lots of
use it inside a car, pero I mean, like while walking or while drinking coffee. I don't even drink coffee sa labas. Not my thing. Yeah.
And the thing is, for example, if you have Assassin's Creed Origins right now, Janbel, I'm just adjusting Janbel now right now. I was when I was reading this comment, I was actually thinking, how do the potato PCs adopt though? Right? Like if you have Assassin's Creed Origins or Assassin's Creed what's the other one? Odyssey. How do you
Odyssey.
play that on like a potato PC? I wonder who
At very very low
I don't
settings.
I don't wanna assume that any of you guys have those potato PCs, but I'm starting to think, yeah, maybe if games are now built to scale on PC depending on the configuration, maybe that should also be the case for the Switch as well, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I mean, I remember there was this game. I can't remember. I can't remember the title, but there's this game that was ported from PC. I guess it was Rust. Was it named Rust? Whoa, was that
Yeah.
stars? Ninja Celis, wow! Hello, Ninja Celis. Thank you for the 50 stars.
Thank
What?
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I think the reason why this is not as reverberating as it should be is because it keeps on bouncing on the table. But if here, it's a lot better.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, there
it's
you
a lot
go.
better.
There you
It
go.
doesn't sound like broken. It doesn't sound like an empty can, basically. Classic Lodge. Why won't they? Why couldn't they just make a dock with a higher processing power? Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
innovative.
interesting because it actually
Yeah.
exists on PC where you put things on just the USB-C, right?
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
you have like an
Definitely.
external GPU. But the bottleneck is going to be CPU anyway, so that's not gonna work out as well, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Chinry is
But
here as well.
that's definitely innovation that you can definitely use.
Yeah.
Something like that's gonna happen.
So I guess it's a thing right now to actually think of console gaming as if it's also PC gaming because you have to scale things down or scale things up depending on the on the console because if you remember there are rumors that there's going to be what Janbel gave us 50 stars what drop lang din naman na guys
Yeah.
I'm on vacation right now. I just dropped by. I just wanna
Ay,
listen
sana all.
more and join the conversation. Hey, Janbel, we are going to cover the Game Awards tomorrow. If you're free, you can just come and join us tomorrow, 9:30. Ninyo sell it. Send kayo stars, wag kakabadge kayo bago. Ay, yeah. I remember there's a new thing right now in Facebook where if you send stars starting yesterday up to 14, which means you should have your new badge now. Hold on. Let me check. They should have their new badges. Anyway, I'll just look at it. Ninja Celis and Janbel, you have your badges now. I want to try that out later. Anyway, so the thing is, would it be harder for developers now to develop on consoles because they have to think of all these configurations and permutations of the consoles? Because if you remember, next year, Xbox One is actually planning to launch with two consoles with two SKUs being a low powered, no disk tray kind of a console, and a high powered, more expensive with disk tray console. And what Microsoft is targeting is to have this capacity to bring in, the cheapskates of the console crowd. Basically, those who just play NBA 2K the whole year round. Sorry, not to trash on people who are playing NBA 2K, but you know, you know who you are. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be harder for developers, right, to scale?
Well, absolutely. I think we're now in an era where like even just cross-play platforming is
Oh,
going to be the new innovation to next generation, right? So,
it's not even easy in itself,
uh,
right?
right, and now that we've witnessed a successful platform, Call of Duty,
Yeah,
uh, you know, and, Call of Duty playing with console players. There's going to be a whole lineup of other games in the future now that will want the same thing,
yeah.
right? So, yes, I don't. I think we're going to be definitely seeing a lot of uh, new consoles, uh, showing up. That's going to be thinking outside the box because they have to scale up for,
In that
or
case, we should expect a buggier experiences for the next generation.
yeah, oh yeah,
That
yeah,
sucks,
yeah,
right? I mean, instead of
yep.
just worrying about one skill, I mean, at least PlayStation is in the right direction of just focusing all of their teams into this one console. 'Cause I remember
Mhm.
they used to have like the Vita thing as well. So
Right.
by the Vita thing, meaning you can play your games on Vita. I mean, your
Right.
PS4 games you can render it on your Vita and then play it.
Mhm.
They
Yep.
also have to pass through that test as well.
Mhm.
Um, and they no longer have to worry about that because they only have to worry about one single system unit this coming generation, which is the PlayStation 5. Albeit it's gonna be a lot more expensive than say, the Switch or this $400 Xbox One or Xbox console, right?
Right.
And yeah, I mean that's the biggest problem I have with having these like bumped up versions of the current consoles, right? Because of the bugs. Because it did happen already for Battlefield 5 last year.
Yeah, I
It
remember
had
that.
it had plenty of bugs because of, just because especially on the base console for PlayStation and Xbox One, because because of the game slowing down, and the game relying on, oh, no, not it's not really relying on like the frame rate for its animation or its logics, but basically the experience is so far worse on the base console because of that. And also this is the biggest, this is the biggest one. Fallout 76 last year was dependent. Its animations are dependent on the frame rate, and that game tanks a lot on the
Oh
base
yeah.
consoles, which gives the slow mo kind of feel with playing Fallout 76. I mean, in some games when the frame rate tanks, I mean, animations still go, go with their own, time time span to animate. Sorry,
Yeah.
my head is anyway. Basically, the animation time is the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if you have tanked frame rates, but with Fallout 76, the frame rate is actually the basis for the animation. So uh, that
Yeah.
was a much buggier experiences. That was a much buggier experience on the base consoles, and that's a problem because you know Bethesda is not really a small developer, right? It's
No,
it's it's it's
they're
one of the
huge.
biggest,
Yep.
and they still commit things like this. What more for like the B developers, rated B developers, or the double A developers, or even the indie ones, right?
Yeah.
How are they gonna scale to this? It's actually, yeah, it's actually
Yep.
worrying for me to
That'll
have
be
this new
uh
approach.
that'll be season 5.
Season 5.
We'll find we'll find out in season 5.
Yeah. Is that a reference to Lost or no? Because season 5 of Lost was like, I guess it was season 3 where everything went haywire on Lost. But anyway, Janbel says he can't go tomorrow because he's still in Baguio. I'll be back on Saturday. Classic Lodge says 16 times the detail. Yes, that, that was like the banner statement for Fallout 76. It has 16 more, 16 times the detail. Yeah, and also 16 less. 16 more the bugs as well, I guess.
Yep.
And now they're having this subscription thing, right? $100 per year. Like, who's gonna buy that? You already paid for
Uh,
the game.
I know, and this is why I didn't go back to playing WoW.
Oh, you bought it?
No, I used to back in the day. I didn't go back to it when it was re-released again,
Oh god.
just for the subscription aspect. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, I'm also wondering how Destiny is going on with that, because Destiny doesn't have those what do you call this, those the subscription fees, right? But they
No.
do have the battle pass,
Yeah, I
right?
get the battle pass, and then you just when every new
New season,
downloadable
yeah,
content guard new season comes out, you just gotta
yeah.
you gotta pay for it. Or
Um,
you just wait and then you get it for free.
yeah, like what they did with the Stadia. I mean, in
Yep.
Stadia, Destiny is now free, and you can actually
Yep.
sign up for free on Stadia.
Yeah. It's free
Uh,
on Steam.
oh yeah, yeah. Also on PlayStation 4, it's also
Yeah.
free to
Yeah.
play, but only with the latest season, I guess.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Was it Shadow? What was it?
Shadowfall.
Shadow. Sorry,
Shadow some. I think Shadowfall. I can't
Shadowfall.
remember.
Yeah, Shadowfall. Because they had this new season like last week, right?
Yeah, it just came out. Yeah.
You had to pay for it. So I guess the idea of the Nintendo Switch Pro further expands this idea that the future of consoles is not really like 7 years and no iterations within it. It's more like in the middle you'll have the bumped up version, but still backwards compatible to the older games, or at least forwards. The games are
That's
forwards
like
compatible.
what's the Wii? I can't even think of it. They had the Wii, and then there was the one after that.
The Wii U. Okay, so you
The
have
Wii. The Wii.
the Wii U, and then the Switch. But in Canada, you had this Wii version. You have the Wii without the internet and also the LAN cable.
Yeah.
And it doesn't also have the capacity to go backwards compatible with GameCube games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is
I
the
do know.
red. This is the red Wii you're talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The red Wii. Yeah.
But it's still a Wii. I mean, in its
Yeah.
sense, it's still a Wii, but it doesn't. It just. It's just the dumb brother of the Wii, I guess. Anyway, so but a lot of people are. I asked a lot of Nintendo fans. They actually like the idea of a Pro because at least they could have they could force at least developers like Ubisoft or Activision to put their Call of Duties on a Nintendo
Yeah.
platform, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be on a like portable Switch, but they could buy the next Switch Pro and still play their Mario Karts in that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think in on a positive note, I think it'll work out.
It'll fly. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll definitely
Okay,
work out.
so we're still waiting for Tito Paps because he is currently he's currently picking up his brother, but hopefully he could come back soon. Uh, from the comments says comment says laki ng size Destiny's file size is 100 gigabytes. It's so huge. I don't know about the campaign though. How have you played Destiny before, Enteng?
Yeah, I kind of got into it a little bit, and I kind of stopped after. Like, I do want to get back into it. Destiny's really.
Yeah, I guess it's the right time to go back to it because it's no longer being controlled by Activision.
Yeah.
According to Classic Lodge, the PS5 and Scarlet will they have pro versions still, and that's actually something that that the executives said that they are open to it because they also have to also have to run with the times, right? Like they have to improve the way the developers want their platforms to improve. So I guess that's gonna come anyway. Then you say if there's going to be a PS5 Pro, I'm just gonna wait for it instead of buying the base console. Yeah, but at the same time, you're gonna miss out on games like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, perhaps. Like you're gonna be well. I guess that's just me. I just want to be in the new, or I just want to be part of the conversation of the during the game launch. That's why I buy without any without any uh second thoughts. um, but what console do you own right now, Enteng?
Just the PS4. I
The
have
base one, right?
the first gen.
And now now you have to buy this then.
I know. Now I gotta now I gotta buy Paw Rapper the Rapper so I can play it.
I know. And also, do you know that Patapon is also on the PS4?
Ooh, yes, I gotta get that too.
Patapon, and I don't know if you're a Loco Roco guy, but Loco Roco
I
is
I
also there.
played Loco Loco, and Katamari Damacy was my all-time favorite. So
Oh man. I mean, the sad part is that Katamari Damacy only launched on the Switch this generation. It didn't have like a PS4. Let me correct myself there, because there
it had
might
it.
be.
It was for PS2, and I had it for my PS handheld as well too, and PSP.
Oh man. Okay, so Katamari Damacy Reroll is only on PC and Switch.
PC.
Yeah, PC.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
I think
I
on
gotta get that
Steam.
then.
Hold on, I think it's on
I,
Steam.
Now I gotta look it up.
Katamari Damacy, the original one. Yeah, it is. It is. It is on Steam. It's currently $30. What? It's so expensive.
Yeah,
$30.
it's 40 here in Canada.
Oh man! But here in the
Yeah.
Philippines, it's just a little over $12. Or probably it's $13. Yeah, it's $13 in the Philippines. That's why I told you to create a Philippine account. Remember that?
Oh,
Remember?
yeah, I gotta.
Everything
do
is
that
like half priced here because of there's no taxes, no importation fees, whatever. Just create a Filipino account and then well let's just play with that and then I'll give you a lot of things. So a lot of things, not a lot. Just in Zapata, amazed that the king spoke Tagalog in Katamari PS2 before. I didn't know that. Really?
Oh,
The king, the because your character is the prince, right?
yeah.
I didn't know that. Whoa, Jez. Hey, Jez, by the way, he's my colleague at work before. Hey,
What's up,
Jez. Nice. I didn't know you're a big gaming fan. Classic Large says, mahal, $30. No, in the Philippines, it's $13, $13, but in the US, it's 30.
Yeah, 30 in US and 40 in Canada.
I wonder how it costs though if your place is in Oregon, because Oregon is tax free, right? So most probably it's gonna be
Yeah.
like $20.
Yeah, it depends on the. Like I believe New Jersey as well too is also they have no tax.
Ah, according to the Joseniel, he greeted in Tagalog. Was it kamusta o ano? What did he say, Jez? I'm so curious now to play Katamari
know.
Damacy.
I had no idea he was speaking Tagalog in that.
Yeah, I have the Switch version, so I might play it soon. That's a good insight. Hold on. Yes, Tito Pops is here finally.
Yes.
Yes. Tito Pops, we were just talking about Katamari Damacy. It's a game where you actually roll everything in the
ball.
environment,
And eat everybody.
eat everybody up, basically. Yeah. I'll probably stream that just for the lulz because it's really a lulz game. Everything in it is just crazy, weird. Let me just show you the screenshot. Hold on. I'll show you here. Yeah. So this is Katamari Damacy. You have a king here. This is the look of your king. Well, I didn't
He speaks Tagalog.
I didn't know that he speaks Tagalog. And look, he has a VPL. Sorry.
He spits rainbow.
He does spit rain. No.
He wears the tightest
Yeah.
pants.
It's your shirt. He's actually supposedly like the god of your universe, right?
Yeah, I got a universe. Yeah, pretty much. And you just do jobs for him.
And your task is to just bunch everything up into a planet.
Yeah.
And your ball has to be bigger than the actual object for it to stick. So
You start off basically
yeah,
at
this one,
like
like this one.
centimeters. You start at centimeters, and then eventually it gets to like feet and meters and kilometers.
And you just gift it to your dad as the new
Yeah, and he throws it into the sky as a star or
planet.
like a planet system.
Yeah. Anyway, Tito Babs. Okay, so I guess the conclusion for the Nintendo Switch Pro thing is more like, okay, we just have to admit that we no longer live in a time where generations last for like 5 years or 7 years. It's gonna be like 3 years, and then there's another iteration on the next 3 years, right?
Another big boy.
Another big boy, yeah. I like that, the big boy. Anyway,
You got that from Red Dead.
oh yes, yes.
You bet.
Better hold on to your buckles.
Boy. I don't know. That was God of War though. The way I said it was God of War. Anyway, Tito Pabs, I guess we're good now with
no.
our episode.
Nothing to
Anything you
promote,
want to add? Anything?
Nothing.
Just
Just
get Call of Duty.
Yeah, just get Call of Duty. Come check out my page. I'm gonna try to finish Resident Evil 2 this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's fb.gg slash the was it the real ending?
Yeah,
on
the underscore
real
real
underscore
underscore entang
And Tang.
Oh,
entang
yes.
cabisote.
Yes. Do you know the word kabisote? What it means?
I don't know what it means. I just know what Vic Soto plays the
Yeah,
guy.
kabisote in Tagalog means you only memorize things, but you don't really you know when pageant queens try to answer
Yeah.
questions, they don't really construct their arguments on the fly. They just they just memorize certain answers.
Oh, just by through
Yes,
just through script
that's
basically.
Mhm.
kabisote. You're remembering
Ah,
things instead of like constructing it yourself. It's kabisote.
Mhm.
Uh, but
sounds like
oh,
plagiarizing.
speaking of Miss Universe, speaking of pageants, Catriona Gray just got just descended the throne and gave it to South
Yep.
Africa. I just wanna talk about it because Catriona Gray is one of those pageant queens who is not a kabisote because she does her own constructs, she
Correct.
does her own
Oh yeah,
answers,
Correct.
and that's I
I
feel like with Puerto Rico, this not that I'm a fan of Miss Universe. Believe me, I only woke up like in the when it was already top 5 in Miss Universe.
it's okay. I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
I mean, it's a universal thing to see, beauty or pretty people. So anyway, so the thing is,
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
how Puerto Rico and what's the other Mexico answered
Yeah.
because they answered in English. That's awesome. Puerto Rico and Mexico answering in English.
Yeah.
They answered in English, but it did sound like really, really like from a
It
script.
didn't sound
It didn't sound
genuine.
genuine at
Yeah.
all.
Natural.
Yeah,
This is
natural.
Naturel, yeah. That's why they felt more like cabisotes to me than South Africa. South Africa was really good.
Oh, I loved her
Response
response.
was like,
Or
okay. The first one was Mexico was like, what was the first answer? Uh,
I can't.
I think it was more like humility or something, and then the second one was South Africa being leadership. That was like a shock,
Her like, speech was like it sounded very,
empowering.
aside from being very empowering, like very, I don't, this might sound racist, but like Wakanda-ish. Like,
Yeah.
but she that's the thing I liked about South Africa, is because her presence sound very, or showed like powerful, like she looked very strong, like, and in comparison to the other contestants.
Yeah.
And
Two
her
pageant
message,
queens.
yeah, like her yeah, she didn't do the Wakanda sign, so but her message was, yeah, to just basically like she wants the kids to remember her by looking at her face, and then in the opposite, which, yeah, it hits you right in the heart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
By the way, Nino says is asking what are the best deals right now for Lazada. I remember in Shopee you have deals for Nintendo Switch for 12,000 pesos now. That's how much is it in $240? 240 $250 for Nintendo Switch. And you also have PlayStation 4s for like 11,000 pesos. So but that's also, you can also get that from Data Blitz. Classic Lodge, excited? Are you excited for RE3? Of course we are. Of course we are.
Absolutely. I'm actually, the only thing I'm actually a little disappointed is that Jill doesn't have a tube top.
She has. She has.
Whoa.
She has.
There was a tank top in the
It
video.
was a tank top, but you can change it if you pre-order it.
I'll
Oh,
pre-order if it.
I'm already pre-ordered to play it with the tube top.
Yes.
Do we get to remove it? Do we get to remove it? I'll be pre-ordering
Pre-order,
now.
aka the Perv Pass.
Oh my
The
gosh.
Perv Pass.
More like my debug pass.
It's amazing. I just came up with it just now.
Perfect.
Pass for perfect.
Anyway,
We're completely giving it away. I would not be surprised if like 1-2 years from now there will be such a thing.
yes.
What are you talking about? They have Dead or Alive already.
Well,
Dead or Alive fighting game already fight naked.
Dead or Alive, even if they're not naked, the physics alone.
Yeah,
The
right.
G-
The volleyball
yeah,
game. That's what I remember
the
when they
jiggy
released the game.
physics. Yeah. I mean, they're even moving on their own. There's not even a single like wisp of wind in that probably in that temple, and their boats are still moving on their own. So anyway,
May sariling
oh,
utak.
they're like tentacles. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Involuntary
The things we
muscles.
talk about here. Anyway, according to
Anyway.
Classic Clash Tube Top mods, you know what? In RE2, they already have nude mods. So, sure, PC. Master Race.
Why not?
That's why it's called Master Race, right? They're not called Master Race for nothing. Right? No way.
Right?
I
You
agree.
can also do that for Leo as well, but anyway. When I
Damn.
saw it,
The pendulum.
yeah, when I saw it, I was like, okay, too close to the camera. Because there was this scene where he's scrolling underneath there's this gap between like this it's like a garage door. Like it goes
Yeah.
comes up and comes down. He has to like shimmy down, shimmy under the door, and the camera was like so close on that crotch. It was just oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Talk about rubbing it in, huh?
Oh no! Please,
Nice
no.
one.
Okay, we're getting better with our puns, right?
Yeah. Only comes with experience, man.
According to Classic Lodge, hope they remake Code Veronica. Yes, I did play Code Veronica. It's awesome. Yeah, I love Code Veronica a lot. So, anyways, I guess that's it for our episode, Tito Pops. Tomorrow again, we will be live for our coverage of the Game Awards, and we're starting at 9:30 a.m. Probably earlier. We will start our coverage. And I guess that will be just me, and then people will just keep popping in the background, join the, the coverage. So that is something that's gonna happen. And also, we are available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all those podcasty apps. We are available there. And the latest episode 28, is available already on Spotify. So take it away,
Nice.
Tito Pubs.
Yes, again, but thank you so much. I'll try my best to be on the show tomorrow. I give it 70%
Sure, no
Tito,
problem.
Tito Jopes na mga kasama ko. At yes, thank you so much. I would not make this any longer. Pero syempre, gusto namin maging longer ang relationship namin with our brand
Talk about rubbing
partners.
it in.
Rocky. Gears is the only gaming gear company in the Philippines with dedicated gaming user interface, research, and development. You can get your gaming gears online by visiting their website at rock.ph or checking their Facebook page at facebook.com/rock.ph. Rock Gears, kalidad, kisig, kasarinlan, and also Electronics Extreme Philippines from the company that will bring you the new gunbound of Philippines.
Where's
Electronics
my
Extreme.
face?
Oh, it's the real
Ah, sorry.
and
Sorry.
the transformation. Electronic Extreme intend to develop the gaming industry continually with new concepts and technology. They are here for borderless fun and experiences. Check out their website at extreme.co.th. Again, extreme.co.th. And also Game Express. Game Express is the first and only game store in the Philippines that offer pre-orders with no deposit fee. No more waiting in line. The games you love will come straight to you. Free cash on delivery nationwide, and you can find them at Facebook by searching Game Express. Ayan na nga po, magandang tanghali dahil kami nga ang parausan bago magtanghalian para sa mga kalmado at apurado, pero syempre hindi sa mga abusado. Magbabalik po kami bukas 9:30, magsisimula ang aming show for tomorrow. So until then, dito lamang po tayo sa
Champorado!
Oh,
Oh, star! Hoy, hold on. We have stars. Thank you for the 25 stars, Jez. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. Yay!
Nice.
Hey, fellow pirates, come and listen what I say. The captain is a tyrant and I no longer obey. I'm sick of taking orders from the madman in command. So let's drop him on an island and leave him in the sand. Cause it's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. And now we're taking over the ship.
I forgot to put on my face. So we are going to, I guess, let's see who's online now. Oh, Darren is live still? Oh, he's not. Okay, he's not live. So I'm going to send you guys to RPG Central. RPG Central, yes. So hopefully you'll enjoy his game of Tales of Berseria. What? He's playing Tales of Berseria. I'm so jealous. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoy his game and see you later, guys. Bye bye.